Hello, welcome to my channel Pass and Move. This is my Dare to Win save where we start in non-league north or south. We chose the north this time, and we work our way up through the divisions, either with Hereford or any club that might fancy taking me on as a manager. We started with just Sunday footballer status, no badges, anything like that. And yeah, first season topsy-turvy, but we managed to get into the playoffs. We won those playoffs and won the final and got promoted to the National League. So far we've played a couple of games. You were with me for the first two games, a 2-0 loss away and then a 3-2 win at home. Since then it's been a bit mixed. We lost 2-0 away at Chesterfield. Then we played really, really well and I thought, oh, this is clicking. We won 5-1. Both my goalkeepers, first choice goalkeepers, were on international duty here, so we lost 1-0. One of them came back here, we lost 2-0. And then the last outing we won 4-2. So we're playing Ebbsfleet today. I'm just trying to think, we had a couple of transfers that we wanted. Ryan Lloyd wants to go. Not happy with his lack of playing. I did say at the start he wasn't going to play this season. And we're trying to get George Broadbent in, who's a 22-year-old midfield player, as a replacement for Lloyd. He's probably going to come straight into the starting 11, but we'll wait and see. And overall, I don't think there's a lot happened. I haven't got rid of anyone else. Not as Scott Smith. I think we signed him. That was a midfield player that was gonna come to us. He was on the. We was waiting for him to come in. I'd made the offer. He accepted. He's playing well. He's made a difference. Yeah, playing very well. So Vision, they're not very happy that I'm not playing defensively solid football, and they're not happy that I'm not playing direct football. So I have made a few changes to my tactics to try and accommodate that, and they weren't happy with this last time either, so I've brought that in. I tried to play a slightly different style of football in the hope that I'd get results. So yeah, today then we're at home at Ebbsfleet are 23rd in the Vanarama National, so I'm hoping we're going to pick up 3 points today. I've got a couple of one on international duty again. That seems to be happening quite a lot to me at the moment, and I've got quite a big injury on Weekendy. He's out for 5 to 8 weeks, which is disappointing. And my cover's injured as well, would you believe? So yeah, not a great start there really to the season so far, injury wise, but you know, let's see how we go. So this is a team for today. Aaron Bjornsson in goal. I'm going to stick with him a bit. He's played a few games. He's done quite well as opposed to my other first choice goalie. Remember I was going to rotate them. This guy isn't playing so well. 3 appearances, 6 conceded. Yeah, so he may. I think that's decided on who's the first choice keeper. So yeah, Bowman, Beloane, Williams, and Bayabu are the defensive players. Livermore and Smith in the middle. You can see a slight change here. I've moved McGiff into attacking centre, Aviro and Gilmore out wide with Onyeka up front. The reason for this change is because I don't have any cover in striker role. Where has he gone? There he is, Holloway. Oh my god, he's falling off a cliff, hasn't he? Scout reports coming back that he was declining as a footballer, and then the last scout report said that he just, yeah, as you can see, he's crashed and burned. So chances are he isn't going to be in the team for much this season, and I am actively looking for a replacement. So anyway, that's the team for today. Onyeka's not fully fit. He takes knocks all the time, but luckily they're only minor ones. So yeah, let's see. I'm hoping for a win today. I mean, they're not high up the league, are they? We should be winning these games. We've got to avoid that relegation scrap at all costs, and try, and become an established team in the national this season. So not a lot happening at the start, so we're going to chuck a little bit of encouragement in to see if that makes a difference. And we're playing in a white today. And there you go, Bellow and down to Livermore. Livermore surges through the middle, plays it out wide to Aviro. And he's getting forward. Wow. He's going to take it out wide and then cross it in, I hope, to the back post, which he has, with Granger coming in, Gilmore coming in, sorry, and that's 1-0. And that's a nice move. Attacking, counter-attacking football, which the board have asked for. Yeah. And that's a promising start, isn't it? Avira cracking cross to the back post, and Gilmore, the new signing in the summer, coming in, smash that in left-footed. So yeah, it's coming together nicely. That keeps us at 12th at the moment. So we're about mid-table. In fact, it's moved us up to 8th, which is the plan, of course. So McGiff, he was a striker, but like I said, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment for players in certain positions. I'm not sure why. I've got money in the wage budget, so I think I could carry on looking for the right player. I'm quite picky. I don't just sign anybody. So here we go. Oh dear, he's running behind us. But this keeper, I've got faith in him, I was going to say. Oh, that's 1-1. So a little bit disappointing. But still early in the game. So we're actually getting over 2,000 bums on seats at the moment, which is good. And he should really have saved that, shouldn't he? Although he shouldn't have been able to run off my back four like that. Disappointing for sure. Onyeka back to Smith, to Belowain. Out wide to Bowman. Bowman chips it forward to Aviro. Aviro moving in field back to Belowain. Plays a long ball over the top for Onyeka. He's not going to get that, is he? And we're looking now. Nice ball over the top to Bowman. Let's cut it out. Onyeka won it, and McGiff. I was hoping he was going to get a challenge in there. He plays quite well, actually, in the attacking midfield roles, McGiff. Oh dear. Ooh, that was a let off. That was a let off. Come on, lads. Let's get this going. And Yaka's not going to last, is he? And this is one-way traffic at the moment. Bowman sticks his foot in and drives away with the ball. Nice ball over the top there for McGiff's going to get that, and he's got it. He plays it back to Bowman, back to McGiff. McGiff plays it in behind to Aviro. He's going to cross it into Onyeka, and that's 2-1. He's not going to miss those. He's turning into a really good find, Onyeka. He's made quite a difference for us since we signed him last season. And like I said, I managed to tie him down to a 2-year contract, so that's a win-win situation for us. Got to try and keep the better players. I'm not interested. I don't use non-contracts. I try, if we can get part-time, I do try to insist on all my players having part-time contracts to at least sort of tie them down a little bit. That's a penalty. We'll take that. And it's Bayabu, the left back, smash that away. A nice penalty that was. Yeah, that should that makes it a little bit more comfortable, but as we know, with Football Manager, 3-1 could very quickly become 3-3 in a matter of minutes, so not going to count any chickens just yet, but the ratings are going up now. They're playing well, and this could turn into a bit of a rout. Normally when we get the bit between our teeth, we do put other teams to the sword, and there you go, that's 4-1. Like I said, we started brightly, and it's such a Jekyll and Hyde performance from my team. We started brightly today 1-0 up, and then for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes it looked like we were out of our depth, but all of a sudden it clicks. The passes are being made, and we're lethal in front of goal at the moment. And yeah, they come through again through the centre, long range shot, but the keeper's got that. Yeah, he's been quite a good find. Under 21 international for Iceland, and he does tend to get called up every time. And the guy I said I'd signed as a first team player, but he wasn't going to play. He actually covered while they were on international duty and made a good job of it. He played alright, even though we lost 1-0 to Dagenham and Redbridge. He did okay. So here's Gilmore looking to get out wide. Back to Bayabu. Smith in behind to Gilmore again. Oh, he's not got legs for that, has he? And like I said, Smith, he's slotted in nicely. 3 assists in his debut. Onyeka, oh, that would have been nice. Yeah, Smith from the midfield, 3 assists on his debut, which I was well impressed with. And it does help, doesn't it, when you've got players off a bar. So we are still knocking at 4-1. We're still wanting more. And as you can see, we're cracking XG. Not a lot on target so far, so let's give him some praise. Try and keep it all going good here. And I might have to give him to the hour mark, see if he can grab his hat trick before I take him off. Smith to the back post. Williams. Oh, I've done a bit of work on my corners as well, moving players about position wise, and it's made a little bit of difference. We've got a bit of reward from it. So I'm going to bring Onyeka off because I don't want him picking up any knocks. Oh dear. I'm going to bring my GIF into there. And Livermore. No, I'm not. I'm not actually. I'm just going to do a straight swap. I know he's dropping his stats, but he might still be able to do a trick for us at this level. But he is only National North standard now, and unlikely to improve, so that's a worry. And we make the other 2 subs now, get a couple of these tired boys off. Give Sam Mohammed a run out, and I want to get Matty Bowman off. Put Sam Mohammed out there, sorry, and Lewis Richards in the middle. And that will do nicely. Just see the game out now, 4-1's enough. It'll do. It's 3 points. And Mohammed throws it into Richards. Plays it across field to Bayabu, who plays it on across to Gilmore. Gilmore was looking to get wide and get past his player, and he has. He's done it. Can he get? No, he stopped him, dropped it back. Smith plays it into Livermore, plays it in behind for Gilmore, who runs onto it. Good cross into Ahmadi, and he's got the goal. That'll do me. You know, there's still life in the old boy yet. I think he's only about 30 actually, Ahmadi. He's not that old. Nice ball from Livermore there, cracking pass, and Gilmore picks him out at the back post. Well, it wasn't the back post, was it? It was the centre of the box, so yeah, good header. If you remember rightly, he's the one that came on and made the difference in the playoffs for me. He was coming back from injury. And that'll do nice, another 5 goals. Cracking little finish there. And that was a good win. So yeah, 5-1, just off the playoffs in 8th. Can't be doing that again this season, can we? So yeah, happy with that. Vero on form. So we've got, I think it's Newport next. So here we are then, I've moved on. We've had a rather rapid development in the transfers. Ryan Lloyd, there's 3 offers in for him. They've been accepted. No money involved, just gone. But Zain Mohammed's left us. He came to us, said he was no longer at a standard to get regular football at our club and he'd like to leave. So I thought there's no point in upsetting him, so put him on a transfer list and kaboom, he's gone. 3.5k. He played a bit of football for us last season, 38 appearances. He's got us a goal and an assist, so nothing spectacular, I guess, but he was a bit part player. He wasn't like a full, he didn't start every game. He was a sub, playing in different positions. I think I even played him in attack the one game for injuries. And so, yeah, he's gone off to Solihull Motors. We've made 3.5k on it, which doesn't make any difference to anything, does it really? 37 grand in a transfer budget, 14k wage budget. I'm only spending 8, so I've still got a good 6k there to play with. Vision, and there you go. This is just playing the direct footballs coming up now, so defensively solid. We let a goal in, I guess. They're delighted there, and that's what it's about. Scouting, nothing at the moment. So yeah, I don't think there's going to be many changes to the team for today's match. Newport County team selection. And yeah, they're 17th. I thought they were higher than that, so and we're 8th. So we could actually push into the playoffs, which would be way above, you know, batting way above our average to be in the playoffs at this stage of the season. Need a new vice captain. Augustus McGiff. I think more Scott Smith, don't you guys? Yeah, I'm gonna go. He's only just joined. That's the thing. Okay, we go with what they say. Augustus McGiff. George Broadbent has agreed to deal to join the club. He's looking. That's good news. That's my support. That's my cover in central midfield now, and he's in ready for Newport. He could well get a run out. So that's Lloyd's replacement in. Yeah, happy with that. And if we go to the squad planner, central midfield, that guy's not coming. And there you go, George Broadbent. I haven't actually updated this, have I? Dibley Diaz has been playing. I forgot I got Scott Smith as well now. George Broadbent. That's strengthened the midfield up considerably, hasn't it? Made out of a difference. He didn't come. He's not coming. He's definitely. I'm going to take him out anyway. And yeah, Livermore. So I still need another central midfield really, because Lloyd's going. So yeah, we'll have to have a look, see what's about. Look for some more midfield players. No. Striker, I need a striker. I don't think so. I thought his stats looked good. And the trouble with these leagues, you get that used to the players being free transfers that you see somebody think, oh yeah, and you plan where he's going to go, and then you realise that you can't afford him. Um, so yeah, all good fun. So the Borderland supporters are expecting a draw. Billericay are on now for Lloyd as well. And he's not going to be anywhere near ready yet. So yeah, we're away at Newport. They're 17th, we're 8th. I'm hoping we can pick up a few points here today. And I think Broadbent's going to come straight in, isn't he? He's good enough to. And do I need Jack Holmes now? Yeah, I'll keep him hanging about for a bit longer. So I'm going to drop Livermore out, put Broadbent into there. I've got my box to box, and now I've got a deep line playmaker straight in your slot there. That's nice, and that's improved the team. So yeah, let's have a look, see what's going to happen. So I've really replaced my midfield already this season. Broadbent needs a number. He can be 26. Go to match. And here we go. So here we go. So the team's not changed really, has it? I'll just wait for the team to come around and run through it quickly if I'm fast enough. Yeah, it's not changed at all. I've only brought Broadbent in. Other than that, it's stayed the same, hasn't it? So let's get on and get this game on the way. And we're in the red again today, so good cross in there. Well cleared by Bayaboo. He's actually playing quite well since he came in. That's the one that I sort of put an offer in for, sorted the contract out, and then as it was time to sign the contract, I pulled out because there was just something saying no, because I had a few offers on other players that were technically better, but they all chose to go to bigger and brighter clubs, and yeah, so I had to go back, tail between legs, and oh, what a finish on Yeka, through again. He's, I think he's going along at more than a goal a game at the moment, which we've stepped up a level, and so's he. Makes a difference when you've got somebody that can put the ball in the net. And like I said, McGiff seems happier and more consistent, not playing up front, but playing just off the front. Bowman plays it into Onyeka, nodded it down, but the defender picked it up there. Williams, oh, that's a wild header. That was a pity. A little tap down there would have been fine to Bayabu. And it's over the top, and he's been stood watching. Oh dear, oh dear. God, I don't believe it. You know, Williams was asking to leave earlier in the season. Maybe I need to be looking at another midfielder because he's just totally out of position there, isn't he? You know, it was his wayward header that gave them the ball at the halfway line. Come on, lads. And there's McGiff to Broadbent. Back to Bayabu. Gilmore. Plays it back to Broadbent. Broadbent back to Bayabu. Back to Gilmore. Gilmore plays it in field for McGiff, but he was never going to get on that, was he? And they cleared it. Williams down to Broadbent. Broadbent through to Onyeka. Plays it back to Bayabu. Bayabu plays a nice ball in behind for Gilmore, who finds a cross, and Onyeka's there again. Oh, that's lovely. Cracking football out wide, down the flanks, get to the byline, cross it in, bang. And that's how football should be, isn't it? Get it out wide, use the width. First time cross into the centre, and what a finish. So yeah, hopefully this is all going to just keep coming up now. We are a better team than these, so you know they've got us down as finishing 17th again at the minute, I think, or we dropped again. But I'm confident that we're gonna be top half this season. And if I was a gambling man, I'd have a couple of quid on us, maybe sneaking a playoff place. I don't think we're good enough to get automatic promotion unless we come across, you know, it all depends on my scouts because I don't do player search. If the scouts don't put them in a window, then I don't look. So, you know, if the scouts. And Onyeka's in again. That's a first half hat trick. 37 minutes. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, referee. You're having a giraffe. Disappointed. I am happy. I'm very happy. Keep it going, guys. So yeah, forgot what I was saying now. I think I was talking about promotion. I don't think we're not good enough to get automatic unless the scouts find me a couple of magic players. And I mean, every player that I've signed so far has come through the scouts. So, you know, Anyeka, Gilmore, McGiff was a signing last season, came through the scouts. I'm sure McGiff did actually. I may be telling you a tale there. He might have been here when I joined, but I think I signed him. Gilmore turns, plays it back to Bayabu, back into Onyeka, and that, oh, I thought that was his hat trick. He deserves it for sure. And at 2-1 it makes it a bit tighter. I was hoping to sort of rest a few. Oh, nice defending. No way, get up. Let's cross back in. Collins, no, we got it away. Cross back in, back out by Collins Smith. Long ball over the top. They're looking to pass it about a bit too, aren't they? When you think they're bottom of the table, there's not a lot of difference between the teams in this level for sure. Good header by Belouane. He's settling in there as well. He was a bit wishy-washy to start, but I suppose you've got to give him time to settle and fit in. And here's Aviro. And he's going to pick that back up. He could score here, guys. Aviro. Oh, very, excuse me, very Mo Salah that was, wasn't it? And talking of Mo Salah, I'll show you afterwards something that comes through the youth at the end of last season. I'll just make a couple of subs here. I want to get Bayabu off. I'm going to give Nathan Woodthorpe a run out. I want to get on Onyeka off. He's going to be mad because he scored 2 again, hasn't he? And I want to give Mr. Livermore or Richards. I am actually going to give him a rest there. So yeah, that's it. It's mainly trying just to keep players fit, your best players and your first team players. Not so much tactical changes at this level. It's just changes to get. In fact, out of all the levels, this is one it probably needs 5 subs more than the Premiership because the level of fitness is so much lower. Aviro pushed off the ball there. Day plays a long ball forward. Richards brings it down. Ooh. And a long ball clearance from the keeper. Gilmore got pushed off that, but Broadbent's on it. Williams over the top. Come on, McGiff. Nah, there's no effort to get there at all, is there? Williams winning everything since I said about it, and that's going to be offside. Maddie finds a net again, but yeah, so he's declining, but he still looks like he's finding the position, doesn't he? He's getting that space. I know he was offside, but you know, there was a bit in it, I guess. And yeah, we should be able to see this out quite comfortably. Although that's unusual. We normally boss the possession, but 3 points. That'll do nicely. So that's 2 wins that you've seen today, guys. I think that's probably, other than in the playoffs last season, that's probably the first time we've had a video where we have won both games. And you've seen a bit of us at our worst and a bit of us at our best. But yeah, we're in the playoffs. We're in 6th place on 15 points, which is 9 points above relegation, which is what I'm really looking at. So I'll take everything that comes along. So where are we now? Sorry, I couldn't find it then. So schedule-wise, I don't know if I'm going to get in the FA Cup. I want a cup run this year. I need the money because I want to try and get a good enough cup run to fund either the changing rooms and maybe even if we can get miraculous results, maybe even look at turning professional this season. So I'll depend who I get. It's one of them. I'm either going to get a team that's going to knock me out and there's no point showing that, or I'm going to get a team that I'm going to walk over, so there's no point showing that. So I'm thinking I'm going to come back around here somewhere, Dorky and Oldham. Maybe Oldham, Scunthorpe. Oh, Oldham's 20th, Scunthorpe's 10th, Dorking's 8th. 12th, so it might be that we do Scunthorpe and Solihull because they're mid-table and that's sort of where we're at level-wise. So, although that's quite a big jump of games, isn't it? Although there's plenty to go this season. If we can get a cup run, there might be a cup game drops in here. So anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like. And you know, if you want to see some more of the same, go for the subscription. Thank you very much, and we'll see you soon.